Let's slide this back a little bit because we're not using the grinder right now, but we are using the light. Hey? Yeah, we are. Oh, yeah, we are. How's everybody? We took the power saw out. We took the 394. We got some good footage coming up. I mean, hey, chainsaws are quite a thing these days. For the world, it seems. A lot of people made their living on them. They seem to capture the internet for some reason. I don't know why. Let's get this hooked up. I'm just filing it up, friends. Something seems to be not happening here though. So just give me a minute. I want to be able to read your comments. So I think what this would mean, because this looks crazy, is that we are not on the Wi-Fi. That is what it is, right there. Boom. Shabango. How's everybody? There it is. Wi-Fi. So now we should get YouTube now. Yes, indeed we did. There it is. So, I don't know if you folks follow along at the UFC, but I do. And it was a good show. Good show last night. There we go. We're hooked up. Marty Rudder, good to see you. So all I'm doing, friends, is Matt Man, good to see you. It's good to see you. A little more, whatever that says. Little more, maybe I could put this like that. What would this be like? Oh, look at that. Come on. I'll probably get some steel shavings in it, but that's okay. That's a pretty good view right there. How's it going, William says. Good. Johnny McCormick. We got 84 folks. Howdy, Buckin. Whiskey Lloyd, good to see you. Am I late? No, you're not. Good hand filing, Mr. Clowers. It's just me. This is stuff that I do on the steady, friends. So if time says that I got to do this and do this at the same time, I'm going to do it. Now, you see this, friends? Can you guys see this here? There's quite a bit of wear in this bar. Okay? This is my old organ bars. Kai the Dutchman, good to see you. So, any discrepancies in your filing, when you're bucking big wood, it's going to show up. It's going to show up. So, it did the other day. So what I'm going to do, is clean up my top plate. It was grabbing more on the one side, and I realized why. I was in a hurry. What are you doing to stay fit? Mike Mitchell. Just working, buddy. Just, moving more and eating less, I guess. I eat good, so yeah. I have a core regimen that I do because your whole life is your core. If you don't have a core, you have nothing. So, there's no crazy diet or nothing. Just moving more and I guess eating less, eating better foods in general. But I will say there's a couple things that have helped. I drink my coffee black. I eat chips maybe once or twice a week. I'll have a handful or 10 of some chips because I like chips. I don't cut things out of my life completely, but I don't do them on the every day or every night. I stopped eating candy at night. Just simple decisions that over time compound, like compound interest. Because I'm about lifestyle. Like I want to be able to do things. And yeah, so just a handful of things. No diets. Running a power saw, swinging an axe. Getting outside. Giving glory to God. Great gratitude. I find gratitude is very helpful in losing, staying healthy. I'm in a little bit of an awkward position here, but not bad. So I can see a theme here. I got real busy the other day and I wanted to take this saw with me and I could see what I did. Little more May. Do you have any performance upgrades? Muffler. Exhaust. Just put an exhaust on it. Yeah, I can see what I did here now. My right side of my chain was cutting faster. I'm going to level this out now. You'd be surprised, friends, what little things can do. It was fighting me in the buck. It was about a 30-inch buck, and it was fighting me a little bit. I could feel it. It wasn't just bucking straight through. But remember, this has got a lot to do with it. I'm flopping side to side in my rails. So, hello from Belgium. Bjorn, good to see ya. Johnny Julio McDermott, thank goodness for gratitude. All day long, brother. You know, I've been, well, Julio, you've been watching. I've been evolving as a man quite consciously over the past 3 years. And this inherited human experience comes with, I like to say, opportunities, but it comes with sometimes societal ways that we're supposed to be. Men are supposed to be this. Women are supposed to be this. This is the beautiful thing about life. It goes by really fast. And the more you can stay in the moment and live in gratitude and thankfulness and not just talk about it and regurgitate it, but live it, walk it, be it. I'm telling you, I'm changing. I'm changing. I am. Husky 572 has been a member for 1 month. The members group has been amazing. Keep the message and readings coming. Love it all. Tell Luke hello. Husky, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Hang on a sec. Yeah, well, I put a new 32-inch bar and chain on my 372, got 2 filings on it, and it is cutting so nice right now. Yeah, it cuts better as you get down, that's for sure. So this will be an experiment for me because I can see what I did. I won't even file the other side, friends. I won't do it. Two Bears, good to see you, buddy. So if you have a theme on one side of your chain, it could mean your angle is a little different. Do you guys know what I mean? Like if there's a theme, Nicholas Bushinsky, glad I was able to make it today. Just got home being cut in 12 days straight. Had to finish the unit. Yarder has been waiting on the landing. Oh yeah, right on. Nicholas, good to see you. Do you run still hexachain? I've never run still hexachain. No, I don't. I never have. So if you have a slight discrepancy on one side of your chain, especially long chain, long bars and big wood, you won't notice it cutting wood like this. But as soon as you get into big wood, you'll notice it right away. Hey, we got super chats from Jean-Luc Picard. Because he says, haha, I love it. So all I'm doing, and I wouldn't have known this until I got into the cut, it was a slight little discrepancy. But I got to grind my bar. I have to grind my bar. But I want to see something here so that I can get it in my mind that what am I thinking? Is it what I was thinking? Do you know what I'm saying by that, friends? Is it what I was thinking, why it was kind of fighting me a little bit? And it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. But I can almost see it now. The right side of my chain is at a different angle, ever so slightly, and it's got a really sharp top corner. And this side is over more. I see it now. And that compounded over 30 inches of wood, I'm telling you, friends, and plus this is no good. This is not good. Husky 572. Give a t-shirt away again. $20 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Husky, nice. Am I crazy? But I love to sharpen my chain. No, you're not crazy. You're not crazy. So you can kind of see the situation I'm in. I'm off to the side a little bit here. Northwest PA, Firewood, $2 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I'm a little awkward here, but it's okay. This company is going to make a lot of noise in the business. In not just bar oil. I'm telling you, friends, I love their products. He sold me. He sold me. I use DGP bar oil. And not only that, who wants to see me put organic bio oil in my F-150? Who wants to see me do that? I'm going to. I'm going to run bio motor oil in my F-150. I'm going to do it. By the way, I don't care about wasting chain. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life, actually. Half and half. Love you, Willie Runsky. Hope everyone's well. Jacob Fowler, thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I'm gonna run some bio oil in my pickup, in my gas pot. See, usually, friends, I'm over top of my saw. So what I'll do is I'll go like this. With the 572, I'll go like this. I'll take this off. I'll take my air cleaner off. Like that. And where's that little thing I stand on? This will work. Yeah. I go like this. I get a little height. And I go like this. This is how I normally file, friends. Straight off like this, which is what I should probably be doing. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, much, much better. I got a vise, what do you call it, a stump vise? I could see what I did, friends. I could totally see it. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to go down to cut some bigger wood and see if this makes a difference. Hello, Buckin and friends. Shipping expensive to here. Shipping's expensive to here. So a little bit of support this way. Hard work. Love to you all. Bonnie, Scotland. Grant, 10th time the charm. Hey, we got a super chat from King. Thank you, buddy. From the Czech Republic. Woo! Where can I order the wood bullet? Hoffman Blacksmithing. Go to Hoffman. Tell him I sent you. He'll get it out to you. He's getting his lead times down, friends. The wood bullet's going to be available way easier now. It's coming. It's coming. Go see Hoffman at Hoffman Blacksmithing. Tell him I sent you. Hello, Buckin. 2 questions, if you please. What is your favorite brand of chain? And have you heard of Soren Eriksson and the game of logging? I run Oregon EXL, and I think he's a European of some kind, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he sounds European. And I think he was something to do with the European style of cutting trees, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, all that stuff doesn't, that's a different system than what we run here. But some definitely some useful practices, I'm sure. I think he was a boar cutter, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, I can see what's going on here now. I think part of the problem is I can't freaking see no more. We go. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it here now. That's exactly what it was. I didn't clean my top plate on this side, so it was grabbing. I know it for a fact. And I'll show you. You may see this, you may not. I don't want to bring you in too close, but this side of my chain is bone straight. And this side, is concave a little bit. It had a weak plate. I missed it, friends. And it showed up in my cut. It showed up. So we're cleaning it up. Devin, how are you, young man? Oh yeah, we can see her now. Guaranteed. I'm always experimenting, friends. I remember filing this. It was a brand new chain. It was the first time it had been filed. And yeah, I remember trying something different. Now I'm just going to clean my top plate. And I bet you this will change the game. Very interesting. There it is there. You can literally see it. Better. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is funny. Anyone here run 32-inch bar? That's what this is. That's what this is. This is a 32-inch bar on a Husky 572, and I love it. I've tried to find good organ bar for my 661, but no one has them locally here in... What's a good place to order from? Walker Saw Shop in Canada, Ripsaw. That shouldn't be a hard find, brother. That shouldn't be hard to find. It's a fairly common size bar. Well, not a lot of shops carry them because not everybody runs them. People are slowly getting onto it. Oh, this is going to be lovely. This is going to be so much better. I'm going to see if this straightens it out before I do any other changes. But I may grind my bar, but I'm not going to grind my bar first because I want to see if this runs different with the floppy bar. Buck and I got some files. I'll never go back. I'm going to... Oh, good, Landon. Good. That's good, bud. That's what you need, files. I can totally see what I did, friends. Prepared Woodsman, good to see you from the UK. What are you cutting over there? Beech, oak? Wow, this is so obvious to me now. Now that I'm in the light. No wonder. This is going to be such a big difference. But what will be interesting If one side of your chain is cutting differently, you will notice it in big wood. You won't in small wood. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about there? Let me know down. Do you understand what I mean by that? You won't notice it cutting this wood. You won't notice it. It happens too fast. But you'll notice it here. Does that make sense, friends? So I've got two problems here. I've got one side of my chain cutting faster, and I've got a floppy bar. And it's quite a bit. So what'll happen is the sharp side will pick up the wood quicker, right? And it'll dart that way. We go. And I can still see it. So I do lots of cleanup cuts. This is crazy. This one's hooped. There. Let's have a look. Good. Nicholas, Grand Fir is a true fir, and Douglas fir is its own in trees. Douglas means, yeah, actually, you're right. The Douglas fir, even though it's a dominant species, is not a true fir. It's not. And a true fir, being the Grand Fir, is not a good species. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it's not strong. Couple of strokes in the bottom there. And there we go. A straight top plate. Oh! I think we're done. We are done. Oh, yeah. So what I better do, yeah, I like being straight over my power saw like this. Wow. Amazing. That was my first filing before. There's my burr all the way across the tooth. But we're not going to do that today. But what we are going to do now wow. Look at how many strokes, friends. That is crazy. Okay. I'm leaving that side because it's really good. What we're going to do now is we're going to grab one of these. I think this one's a little hungry, this one. Let's have a look. Yeah, this one might be hungry. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Oh, no, this is good. This is good. Let's get our raker set again, friends. Good, good. This is the 572. We could almost go cut with it over there, but I don't have any logs. Doug fir is, it's glorious. It's such structural wood. This one will be tall. Oh yeah. Braden Farley. Good stuff, buddy. I'm glad. Glad to be of help. Glad to be of help. If you picked up anything over the years, that's what we're here for, buddy. What is a good starter pro saw to start with in bar length? A 572 with a 28-inch bar. If you're a husky guy. But it's just a solid saw. 572 or a 562, 24 to 28 inch. I would start with a 28 right off the hop, and then you'll see quite quickly, especially if you're 6 foot or whatever, that you'll enjoy what the longer bar affords you. I don't know how people cut firewood on the floor all the time. I don't know how it's done. Well, I do. Stand up and buck, brother. Learn how to file and stand up and buck. That's what I teach, and that's what I'll always teach. But you're not going nowhere until you learn how to file. It's that simple. You're going to be trying to put the power head up against the log and rest on the dogs and start a fire. So this will be very interesting to me, because these are now different lengths, these chains. You guys know what I mean by that? Yeah, I would just get a 28-inch bar. Depending on what you're doing. Are you cutting firewood or what's your plan? 28's perfect for starter. Because then here's the deal why I say that. It's twofold. Because if you start with a short bar, it'll be a strange change when you understand that you need a longer bar. It'll be a strange transition. But if you start on a 28, then anywhere you go from there will make sense. Anywhere you go. 32 will make sense. 24 will make sense. Does that make sense? I started my boy out right away on that. You just got one man's opinion here, that's all. If you're a still guy, go with their numbers. I don't know what their numbers are. I don't know. I know the 500. I don't know if they still make the 462 or what they make. Jump into a 70cc saw right off the hop. How often do you see me running my 562, friends? Friends? How often do you see me running my 562? I can't believe how much stronger my back's got from doing all the core exercises. I can't. There's no way I've been able to be bent over like this for long periods of time without a core on me. Starting to stretch my hamstrings out. Getting stronger again. Okay, I think that's her. Let's see. I can't really see the shine here. I can't see anything, actually. Nope, almost done. I think we're getting there, friends. Can't see the shine yet. There's a low one. That means we're not there yet. Remember, this is full house, not skip. And you'll notice on the right, uh-oh, we're getting there now. See? See that? Here we go. I know this is boring for you, but I got to get her done, friends. I got to get her done. There it is. We're there. Could have almost just done the one side, you know. Maybe I'm tricking myself. Okay. Amazing. There she is. Oh, that's hilarious. There it is. Good. You can't see it until you get the shine on it, friends. There it is. Good. It's going to be interesting, this. Hope everybody's doing well, not taking themselves too seriously these days. You know, I mean, how this society tells you got to do this, tells you got to do that. Well, I wouldn't be listening to anybody but your spirit. Listen to your spirit. Your soul. What does your soul want to do? Your soul wants to love and be peaceful. It knows how to fight. That's part of the package. That's part of the package. So the sooner you can start giving and loving and locking arms with your fellow neighbors and the friends and people around you, better you're going to be. Now we should be ready for another cut. Don't be... Hey, Buckin, did you ever do a video on tooth angles for soft and hardwood? Oh gosh, Diesel Man, I've done so many videos on all that stuff. You know, I always end up in the same place, brother. That witness line is there for a reason, buddy. I've cut it all. I've cut it all. And I I mean, I'm a square ground guy when it comes time to production falling. But the hand filing thing, buddy, you're splitting hairs, you know. It depends on what you're doing. Are you just standing there cutting off a tractor, cutting straight down? Well, you're not going to notice the little nuances of falling and undercuts and limbing and bucking and all the little things. So as far, you mean the top angle, top plate? My suggestion to people is try it, and then you can speak to it. I've done videos on so much to do with hand filing and power saw chain, and yeah, that probably didn't answer your question, but just with all my years of playing around, a sharp angle is not good. It's not. It's just go back, if anything. Go back, if anything, on all species. Holland. Quintlo. Nice to see you, Quintlo. What do you think of carbide chain and filing by diamond coated files? I have never done it. Yeah, never done it. I cut wood. Josh, you know what I mean, brother? I don't know. I don't. What's the purpose of it for? Like cutting dirty wood or something, or is it made for a certain species, or I mean a certain application? Please help me. I'm asking. I'm being sincere. I don't know. I've never tried it. For wood cutters, it's just the files. It's just what we do. I don't know what carbide would be for. For concrete, maybe. They use them to cut into houses. Oh, well, that would work for nails and stuff. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for firefighters and stuff. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. But not for cutting timber. Never. I don't see any. I would never. Yeah, no. No. Yeah, there you go. Firefighters right there. Rescue situation. Oh, there you go. So there's all our answers right there. Good. Good. I knew I could count on you guys. Fruki. You need carbide for cutting ironwood in South America. Oh, do you now? Do you now? Okay. Interesting. I don't know about need. I'll bet it's tough though, isn't it? There's ways you can get around that, I'll bet. 13R. But I've heard the ironwood's tough. I love this. Look at Freds. Look at Stephen. Stephen Merrill. He's one of our members. Hey, Buckin. I'm really excited for the 500i I won on your Facebook raffle. Oh, I love it. Yeah, you're a funny guy. You should see the emails I get, friends, from scammers left and right. Hey, Buckin, I saw you on TikTok. No, you didn't. Hey, I saw you on Facebook. No, you didn't. I love it. Stephen, you're funny. But that happens all the time. People think they're talking to somebody and they give them money or they send them money for shipping and they get scammed. And there's like, where's my saw? You got to be careful these days, friends. Christine says, I hope you're joking. I would think he would be joking. Yeah, he is. Ah, you funny guy. No, I've never asked for nothing from nobody here. Not once. And I won't. Except maybe for some light and some love for somebody who might be struggling. I don't. No, not one of those kind of guys. That's the opportunity I talk about in life. You get to create whoever you want to create. You can create someone who asks for things, or you can create someone who gives things. That's your opportunity as a man or a woman. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. OnlyFans. Yeah. Social media is a crazy place. But I love it. I do. I love it. Marlon Bonelli. Thank you, Marlon. I appreciate you. Have a good sleep. Rest up, buddy. Hey, Buckin, love you from Wisconsin. Love you too. Ben, love you too, buddy. Good night, all. Keep on. Carl Ainsworth. Good night, all. Keep on bucking. Right on. You too, buddy. Steven, we love you, buddy. Thank you. Buckster, can you show the profile on the Buckin Banger? Yeah. Yeah, it's actually it's funny you say that. I just pulled them out. Where are they? Where'd I put them? Where'd I put the suckers? I just had them in my hands. Maybe I put them over here. It's basically that can be anything. You can that can change. I've got one here. Here's one here. So this is a thinner one. This is oh, it's right here, for crying out loud. It's right here. I walked right into it. Yeah, it's right here. Right? That's the banger there. That's the Buckin Banger right there, baby. Look at that. Home handle. But this is just this one. The profiles, you know, can be a little different here and there. I mean, what we really need is this. But that's kind of the profile right there. It's an all-purpose axe. Look at that. Fowler. Look at it. That's that one. But check this out. Check this one out. This is nice. You got to cut yourself out from time to time, but you don't want it too sharp. See that one? This is the banger. Here's my prototype. That was my prototype. All purpose, splitting, banging, chopping. That was the prototype. And there's my latest. That's the one I pack now. Buckin Banger. But I'm more excited about some other things, to be honest. Other things I can't quite share yet. Did you guys happen to see? Did you guys happen to see that 30-inch log I bucked by chance? I have a sickness. I don't know when to stop. I started bucking. Oh, Two Bears. Oh, Two Bears, give me a message. Yeah. That felt good. That felt good. That was a 30-inch log, by the way. That was a lot of chopping. An hour and 15 minutes of straight chopping. It was fun. And I got it. I got it. And I got it with this thing. I got it with this thing, friends. And this thing is about 21 degrees. 21. But it's flat. Do you get me? There's a big difference between flat and convex. Okay? So when you got your little guides, oh hey, we're gonna run out of juice here. I better not lose my program. How's everybody doing? Are you enjoying yourselves? Give me a heck yeah. I don't want to bore you. Well, you can always leave. Let's pull this out of here. Let's put this in here. Put that over there. And put this here. Friends, I got to be honest. I'm so grateful. I am so freaking grateful lately. I don't think a lot of people know what that meant to me. Being able to attack a log like that. Oh, thank you, Two Bears. Proud of you and proud for you. Yeah, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. If you know my story, what the breakdown would have been my back, would have been the breakdown. And it would have been within 5 to 10 minutes, to be honest. I'm just being honest. There's not a lot of footage of me chopping logs for more than, there's only been a couple. I did a fir log about this big. It was a chunk of firewood and I cut it in half. I cut it in half with a 22. Actually, I cut it in half with this axe, I think. It was this one here. And a matter of fact, I just ground this axe again. I made it sharper because it was fighting me a bit. But I just wanted to show a convex grind is great, but a flat grind is better in chopping, in my opinion. I might be wrong. But how long is it? How long is it 20 degrees? Like how long is it 20 degrees for an inch? And that, you know what I mean? Well, big difference. Big difference. So I'm learning so much. I like chopping. This is a nice axe. This is a really nice axe. This is right there, friends. That axe right there. Hey, listen. You want to learn how to do this stuff? Just cut through all the fluff. Cut right through all the fluff. And just go see the East Coast Lumberjack. That's the man. He's been doing this stuff forever. I'm a logger, man. I'm a freaking logger and a barbaric tree man who loves axes. I'm an axeman, yes. But I've never been a competition swinger, ever. I just, it's not, they asked me years ago to come into it and I was too busy making a freaking living. You know, it's not something I did for that, you know. I did it for real, so to speak. But and you know what I mean, friends. Those guys are athletes, man. They're athletes. So I'm excited to see what happens here. But I will tell you this. I will tell you this. I am learning so much. And swinging this axe, this is a 7-pound tool. This weighs 7 pounds. It's 7 pounds. It says right there, 7 pounds on the button. It's different than this. This is a, where is that one? This is a 4.25 pound tool. That's a 5 pound tool. 5. On the nose. 5. I want to go swing this again. Hey, who has any experience with these Tuatai training axes? Does anybody have any experience with these in this chat? They say the steel isn't as good as the actual Tuatai, which I believe. I definitely believe that. I was chopping knots the other day, friends. Knots. And it was fine. It didn't like a rock I hit, though. I'll tell you that. Right at the end of my chop, I was right at the bottom. I hit a rock. It didn't like that. I'd be interested in what it's like in the hardwood. I'm going to go cut some arbutus with it. Dead arbutus. Tuatai work axe does well in the hardwood. Yeah, it does for sure. I've got a couple of those, Brian, I think, up on the wall here. I was just wondering about these. Wonder what they would be like in the hardwood. It's hard to say, depending on the grind, I guess. At 15 degrees, it probably wouldn't be as good as a Tuatai work axe, would it? I doubt it. Mark Gaines, 12 months of member time's flying when you're having fun. Buckin and friends. Woo! Mark Gaines, you're a good dude. You're a good man, Mark. My boy Waylon wanted me to send you a picture of him. Oh, cool. Devin, how are you doing, bud? Hey, Dev. How's things going? How's the kid and the wife? Have you made her honest yet? Nova Scotia, Barking Spider, cool. A lot of us are going to the Bunyan, including Buckin and Luke. Buckin, are you planning on any small events here in Australia when I come down? Well, that'll depend on who's going to pick me up and how the crew's going to be. But yeah, I'm thinking a barbecue and some axes and some, yeah. But I don't think I can't really expect anybody to set up an event, but I would love that. I would love that. I'm just planning on seeing as many people as I can down there. I want to go to the big forest. I want to go to some places where the forestry is, museums, and big timber and axes. I want to come down. I want to see a couple. I'd like to go to Tuataya, actually. That'd be cool. Maybe go see Snedden's, trip around, see the people, be with the people. Well, I'm not really interested in the redwoods. I can see those. I'd rather see the big eucalyptus and the big gums and all that. Yeah, I can see redwoods any day. I want to see the big the Tasmanian timber and the New Zealand timber and Aussie. Member for 9 months. Time flies when you're having fun. Michael Gallagher. There's one of our members with a super chat. We love you, buddy. Thank you. So I welded an axe the other day. Look at this, friends. This is funny. I welded this axe and it broke when I hafted it. Check this out. You see this? Are you seeing this at all? Ha! Hear it? Did you hear it? Yeah, the mountain ash, exactly. Christopher. I'm going to take this axe. I'm going to take this very axe. I hafted it. Oh, I hafted it all right. And it's sharp. And I am going to chop with this thing and split. And I'm going to show people that heartwood and weird things in the right hands, can be very effective. We built that one. And I built another one here. I just built this. It's an Elwell. 4 pound. This is an interesting axe. These handles are crazy, friends. Seriously, they are. They're heartwood. They're heartwood. I want to take these out and I'm going to smash them. Let's go out here. Just because we can. I'll put you guys out here. I've been cleaning up my shop a little. I've got some magic right in there. Magic. Heartwood, friends, I gotta be straight with you. if you're into axes and learning, you will learn nothing by just seeking out the best of everything all the time. You'll learn about that. That's what you'll learn about. But if you don't, like, what happens when you don't have the best of everything and you have what you have? You got me? Like, you look around here, it's all old, decrepit, broken things. I've got, what are the axes for? Do me a favor, friends, after this or now, please go over and give some love to that freaking East Coast lumberjack, Roderick, his name is, Rod. The dude is gold, man. He's YouTube gold, that guy. And he's got no subscribers. Like, he's got some, but I mean, that guy should, he should be up there. I love that guy. He's great. And he's knowledgeable. We all have a little something for you out there, and he's good. He's humble, he's honest, he's funny, and he ain't here to get nothing from you. He wants you to understand. Weekend Warrior, good to see you here today, buddy. How old are you, Buckin? Still in great shape. I'm 56. Oh yeah, I wonder where the best place to organize something for Buckin and Vic. Well, that's where you guys got to get together. Ish, Marco, my friends in Australia, you guys got to find us. You guys know better than I do. Pick me up at the freaking airport and let's go. I just want to, I got to set up a group of guys that are going to take me around and then drop me off, and then I'm going to go to New Zealand. I want to see Australia, New Zealand, and Tasmania, and I got 1 month. So I'm saving my money. I'm selling axes. I'm trying to get my can down there. It's all about finances. So I want to, friends, I'm in the best shape I've been in a long time. I just chopped a 30-inch freaking log. Granted, I probably should have took a break here and there, but I didn't. "56 years young," that's right. I'm asking Ish. Yeah, Ish is he's gonna be a big part of this, and so is Marco, and you guys need to let me know what makes sense. Edbert, my buddy, one of our members. Yeah, it's nice stuff. You got to stay small with it, though, for sure. Yeah, it's beautiful wood. Stevie Principato, love you, buddy. We got 213 people here. This is crazy. Wow. Oh yeah, I wonder where the best place to organize something. Yep. Johnny McCormick for the trip down under. Johnny. Just sold the double bit. We did? We just sold that double bit? That's how I'm going to get to Australia right there, is selling my axes. This ain't. I love it. I'll work for my way. I always have, and I always will. And if I can't, but for me, it's not really an option. I'm going. I'm trying to get it so that Luke can come with me, or my boy, or maybe even both of them. Who knows what can happen? But we're coming, because I want to go to Australia and see the people and pay homage to the axe and timber, and the Australian folklore in timber and axes isn't as old as it's old, but it's just amazing. I love it. I love it. I want to go. Christine, who bought the axe? So we just sold an axe. Okay, so this axe, friends, this is a personal, I'm starting to sell off my personal axes now. I've got so many. This one, look at this. It's a plum. And we just sold it. And it is something special, friends. This axe is super special. Look at. Hang on. My shop collects so much dust because I'm always sanding and working on things. Check this out. DGP all-purpose biodegradable oil. All in one. Friends, I freaking love this stuff. Watch this. I got my WD. I got all that. But check this stuff out. I use it for everything. You guys know my style. Look at this axe, friends. Look at it. This stuff smells like a freaking milkshake. Get out and get yourself some DGP, friends. You will be so pleased. We just sold this axe. Just now. Look at it. Small plum. Look at. Alaska, how are you? What a beautiful tool. Look at that. I got to show you guys another one. Okay, I want to talk about something here for a second. I don't know if you guys will remember this axe or not. Do you guys remember this? Do you remember what I did with this? Do you guys remember what I did? How I hung this? See the head? How it's up like that? Well, you're going to see something right now. I'm going to show it to you because you're here. I'm going to explain this. This was an experiment. I've thought about this for years, and I said I'm going to stop thinking about it because I do a lot of splitting on the ground, okay? I split a lot of wood on the ground, okay? See the angle of the axe, friends? Okay? Are you guys feeling me here? Do you understand what I'm getting at? So this is an experiment. It is a special axe. Now, because I split with, if I use a chopping block, I'm usually using a small chopping block, okay? A small one. But this is for wood, like I splitting it on the ground. So now what happens when you use a normal axe, okay? right? If you're tall, so think about that. The axe would end up more like that. Do you guys get what I'm saying? The head is like this. It's so cool. And is it ever pretty? So this was, I've used this axe a lot, friends. Like I've used it. It's, you know what I mean? I've had it out like on several occasions, showing people and talking to people. It's not how they say to make an axe. They don't say to make an axe like this. And that's why I made it like this. Right? Yeah. Anyway. Hey, what about that? That's pretty good. Isn't it? So, this axe, the head was someone gave me this head. I think it was Donald Bailey, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not positive. But it's dead square. It's got a beautiful profile. And I think I'm letting her go. I think it's up there. But look at this. Look at this. Watch. Watch this. Look at what happens. There's the wood bullet. See? You guys see what I'm talking about? See this? Right? That's what I'm talking about. That. It's an awesome ground splitter. Or you could split, you could do with anything, but yeah. I think I got my point across. Anyway, let's get back to some questions. Who's got some questions? We got 218 people. I love yous all. Thank you for being here. Sincerely, I do. Without you guys, none of this goes down. Go to sleep. I didn't know you're from Sweden. Awesome, buddy. Awesome. Sweden. Love it. Good night, buddy. Hey, thank you for joining memberships too. We appreciate you. Dare to be different, Mr. Bugs. That's right. Well, how are you going to know? How are we going to evolve? That's how our species evolves. Friends, do you know that I woke up the other day at 157 pounds? You see that thing? I'm freaking lean. I'm borderline six-pack, friends. Borderline six-pack. And I've been on the ground every night. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you this. I ain't no fitness guru. I'm a freaking working man. A man that's been busted and pounded and slammed and stepped on and crunched many, many times. But listen. I've been doing every night on the ground. You know what I mean? All this stuff. Without your core, you're no place. You're no place without your core. And I haven't felt this good in years. Just telling you. I'm aging backwards. As long as I keep my hair short, you won't see the grays that bad. Buckin, would you get a 572 or a 592? That would depend on what I'm cutting and what's in my area and what I'm planning on doing. "56 years young." You got her, buddy. Northern California, watching for 6 years. Hey, there's a dude. Tig Schultz. Hey, buddy, thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, buddy. Can you guys hear me good? Duck Squirrel 3, thank you. What about the food you eat? I don't eat anything special. Yeah, I don't eat anything. I'm not on a diet. I like meat. My wife is a good cook. I just eat whatever she cooks. I don't eat as much garbage food though. I'll be honest. I don't drink cream in my coffee. I have ice cream on Saturday nights. I'll have a little bit of candy now and again, like whatever it is, a piece of cake, chips, but not every night. You see what I'm saying? Not every night, because that's not smart. And I've reaped the benefits of those decisions too. And I was 200 pounds. And if you lived in my body, 200 pounds is not good. Friends, I'm not kidding. I've talked about this now for about 3 years. I told you as I was going here. I'm not sure if you remember or not, but I did. I told you I was evolving mentally, spiritually, and physically. Because what's the other option? Do you have any clue how powerful you are? Because you are. Would you recommend a 500i, or is it close to a 661? Well, I don't know the still game that well, but I know that the 500i is fuel injected, and it's way lighter than the 661. So if weight is an issue, but for me, I would definitely just take the 500i. I wouldn't even bother with the 661, because the 500 is quite a good saw. Mine is anyway. Besides its downfalls, I chose to stop talking about its downfalls a while ago. Because mine's an animal, a complete animal. But it all depends, Caleb, on what you're cutting. You know what I mean? Some people, they want to own a big saw because they think it's big and rah. Well, are you cutting large wood all day long, every day? Get both. Alexander Nystrom. That's right, Buckin. Your love of your father, his passing, and your growth is inspiring. Well, that's a whole nother story right there, brother, isn't it? Yeah, pretty incredible story. You just never know what life's going to be doing. You just don't. That's why I want to stay strong for life. I want to happen to life. I don't want life to happen to me. I'm going to happen to life, not the other way around. I'm not following no man. I'm following one thing. That thing. That's what I'm following. That. God. Excuse me. What does 400.1 mean? Booner, what does that mean? What's a 400.1? And what do you do on a saw, Booner? Because that's a pretty small saw, isn't it? It's pretty small. Is that new one? Yeah, I heard it was pretty small. I thought it was smaller than that, Jacob. The first one was 67, wasn't it? That was a mistake in my mind, but it's the new model, the new 400. Yeah, they came out with a new one. Isn't it smaller? Good. That's good to hear. Awesome, Booner. Working good for you? That's the main thing. I think it's a smaller saw because I hate to say it. I said this right in the beginning, and I'm not a still guy, but I have a 500. But I said this in the beginning. Just hear me out for 1 second. Hear me out for 1 second. And I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not going to do that because I just did it. The 500i is, how heavy is it? And then they made the 400. And it was 1 pound lighter. 1 pound. So it just made 0 sense to me, the 400C. It made 0 sense to me. And then a year later, or whatever it was, or however long, they actually changed it. They made it to make sense. It had to be lighter and it had to be smaller because it didn't make any sense. Whereas the 572 and the 562 makes sense. It makes sense. It's 2 or 3 pounds lighter. It's, well, whatever it is. It's like 10 cc's difference. It made sense. Why would you get a 562 compared to a 572? Well, it's lighter. So when they first did that, the 400 did not make any sense to me at all. And everybody that got on the 400, they had a 500, then they got the 400. They don't run their 400s anymore. They run the 500. Fallers I'm talking about. .462 is a good saw. Great saw. Yeah, a lot of people did. A lot of people like the 462 over the 500 for a couple reasons. And I know the reasons, and they're good ones. 462 is a great saw. I ran one for a little bit with Donnie Walker. I loved it. I loved it. But the 500, you cannot deny it. You cannot deny that 500 power to weight. It is the king in power to weight, without a doubt. I got lucky when I got that one from Ripsaw. When I traded them, mine was a dog in the Smallwood. I didn't like it at all. Unless it was on the dogs. It was amazing. But yeah, hello from Serbia. Good to see you, Serbia. Milan. It is a great saw, just a bit heavier than my 500. Yeah. 500's a great saw. You can't deny the sucker. Do you know that I'm still running stock suspension on that saw? Oh yeah, that's one of the downfalls for sure, Booner, is the 500 is just a complete, it's almost like it's got a leak in the gas tank. Like, I mean, I'm talking, the 572 will cut for 40 minutes. Like twice as long. Twice as long. It's crazy. Principato, she's coming along. I just talked to Morgan yesterday. We might get down this week. We'll go do a crew cab update this week. I didn't like the floppy feeling. Oh no, it's not good. But you know what helps is the organ lightweight bars. See, not many people got those anymore. It helped immensely. But a steel bar, yeah, no, you got it. It makes sense. And I don't fall with that saw a lot. I don't do a lot of falling with it. So the suspension kit is a need for sure. It is. I just haven't put it on there. Which I rarely run that still. I take it out to stretch its legs now and again and have a fun time with it because it's a ripper. I put the West Coast Fallen suspension and lightweight bar game changer. Yeah, that's what they say, Nicholas. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, there you go. That's right. They pay for your fuel, so yeah. What's the saw hanging to your left? It's a Mac. McCulloch. You ever run skidder bucking? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Hey, Buckin, I ordered 2 more deputies. Ah, guy. What do you think of those suckers? Hey? You can customize that thing however you like downstairs there, but I can't stop swinging the sucker. I love it. Good. Good. Did you see the ones that came with the customizable one? Christine said she shipped them today for you. Thank you. I recently bought a 385 XP and I love it. It's a good saw. It's a good saw. 385 is a good saw. Red Canoe. Hey, Buckin, good to see you, Red Canoe. Anyway, friends, I think I'm going to pack her in pretty quick. Devin, how's your shoulder doing with the swinging the axes more, Buckin? I'm surprised. Not bad. Not bad. I did something the other day on that hour and a half or hour and whatever I was going there, hour and 15, hour and 20. It was about an hour and 15 minutes I chopped straight. I chopped that 30-inch log and I felt something back there. But it seems to be better today, so I'm pretty good, Dev. Thanks for asking. I feel pretty good. I can't complain, buddy. Watched you chopping. Oh, you mean when I was throwing the axe at the bottom there, Jerry? Yeah. Well, you'll smash your knuckles on the top if you don't do something there. Either open up the wood or throw the axe at the bottom. Is that what you're talking about, JJ? Good stuff. Yeah, yeah, you'll find a good axe for that. I've hung, oh my gosh. Well, let's talk about it, shall we? The Deputy. Here's 4 axes on the Deputy, okay? My chopping axe. There's the Deputy right there. I'm telling you, friends, you could do whatever you want down here. You can cut, you know, if you want that softer, you do, it's all there for you to do. Look at this axe. Check out this axe, friends. You guys are probably gonna die soon, so if you die, I love yous all. Look at this chopping axe. Look at this. This thing is nuts. Right? Okay. 4 pounds. This thing, absolutely crazy. Chopping axes. These are chopping axes, okay? Now, this one, this I just hung. This is my latest axe that I hung on the Deputy, friends. This, just look at this. Look at, for starters, just take a look. Okay? All right? Look at this thing. There's 0 run out. 0. This is an L-well, okay? It's 20 degrees here. This is a scary axe. This is an all-purpose. Look at this thing, friends. The Deputy. Restoring order in the bush. Right? This is an all-purpose axe. All-purpose. Chopping, splitting. It's that axe. That's, to me, this is the desert island tool. Now this one, oh dear. Look at my axe handles after getting used. Look what happens to them. Look at pitch, ground right in. There's nothing like a handle. This is, friends. So this one was interesting. See here what happened? See that? There's a space there. It's just the way this axe hung. It was in the way the eye got punched. This thing's nuts. Nuts, nuts. Nuts, 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 nutsity, nuts, nuts. Okay? Nuts. Fun axes. They're fun. Fowler, right there. 2 4.5-pound wedge bangers. Right there. Right there. But it has no pole. Not much of a pole. This was a project. This was a project. Okay? Now this, on the other hand. Now this. This is actually a beautiful axe. German, 4 pounds. Wedge banger. Big, big wedge banger. But it has a smaller pole. And I like a pole on my wedge bangers. I wanted to show 2 more handles, 2 more friends. Do you feel the energy from this axe right now? Can you feel it, or is it just me? Is it just me? Or what do you feel when you see this axe? Look at this tool. Look at this tool. Look at that. What in the heck? You don't need anything else out there. That's it. That's all you need. Right there. Ooh. This thing, friends. Oh. See, I really like axes, eh? This is the one I think look. Oh my gosh. Okay, now. Now this axe. Okay, so this came in the same bunch, okay? See, same deal, right? Same axe. You would think it would be the same axe. No. No. This has got a tad bit thicker handle, 4 and a bit pounds. See, it's broader. It's got a broader eye. Look at, okay? Look at this. Now look at this. You may not think this means a lot, friends. You may not think it means a lot. But it does. It means a very lot. This axe right here is like, it's so multi-purpose. You'd be surprised at what you would split with that axe, friends, with that profile. It's just one of my favorites. These are all on the Deputy, every one of them. Now, you guys remember the China axe too, right? I hung 2 China axes on these. They're sold though, they're gone. So this axe also goes on that handle, like you wouldn't believe. Look at this. Look at that. This is that axe I chopped that 30-inch log with. Anyway. Axes, axes, axes. Well, I'll show you something. Check this out. Look at this axe. Look at this axe. Brad created this, but I ground it. I ground it down to 22 degrees. This, friends, this axe is a chopping axe that splits wood. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? This thing, I love swinging. I love chopping trees down with this axe. We're going to go chop a tree down with this axe, but you could see the eye went in a little goofy. Anyway, I think you guys are probably going to be running out of battery here. Pretty darn quickaronies here. So if you had any questions, now would be the time, because we might fade away here, and I'm going to go in and get something to eat. Maybe a hard-boiled egg. Hey, Buckin, my daughter currently sitting here watching your live stream. Any way she can get a shout out to Everly. Hi, Everly. How are you, young lady? Give your dad a hug for me and tell him he's doing a good job, will you? Everly, please. I'm waiting. Tell him he's doing a good job. But if he's not doing a good job, don't lie to him. Because you know he is. You know he's doing a good job. It's becoming a problem for me too, Christine, says Ricky. Ricky Cowley. Hello from Auto. Pops Chainsaws. Hello from Auto NC. Hello, Pops. 29 and a half, JJ. 29 and a half. Have a good night, Devin. You too, buddy. Thanks, Uncle Buckin. You got it. Made her day. Good. Yeah, brother. I put it right there. Yeah, I did a shout out for you on the video. You probably missed it. Yeah, I shouted you out, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a nice job. You did a good job on the 125. Appreciate you. Yeah, the 29, it's 29, but I think it's just over 29. And it halves at 28 for sure. It's a good handle. All right, good. Friends, thanks for being here. Work hard, be honest, be kind. Thanks to our super chatters and our moderators. You guys are always here. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all very much. It's we've had rain. We needed rain. Big time we needed rain. Me and my wife were talking today, friends, about life. And we're collectively 57, my wife and I. She's 58 and I'm 56 right now. And just don't forget that we're a spirit first. The human experience, you know, you're coming on top of all these ideas, right? As you come in as a human being now, you're coming in upon all these ideas, what society, you know, says a man is supposed to be and a woman is supposed to be. Well, you be whatever you feel in here. Just you know, do you, for lack of a better word or phrase. Just do you, because no one else is doing that. If you want to be, just listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. That's all I can say. We all come from somewheres, right? We all come from somewheres. We all come out of a certain family, and then we're going to either create our own family or we're not, and that's up to you. But I'm so glad I started creating my own family. You know what I mean? My own family. And it's just so fun to be me right now. It's so fun, and I'm just so grateful. I wake up so grateful every day. I love you too, buddy. I love you too. We have an opportunity to spread love, friends. We do. So just listen. Listen to your heart. Anyway, love you all. Thanks for being here.